Well, happy Trans Day of Visibility, Adam.
Happy Trans Day of Visibility.
Happy Trans Day of Visibility to all of you. We're here at the Capitol. We had a lot of plans today.
We did.
Some of them did not come to fruition. We were supposed to have a press conference here on the steps. It was scheduled well in advance, and it was canceled.
We wrote a beautiful speech for Trans Day of Visibility, and Kyle's going to entertain us with it.
I'm going to read it nevertheless. Hello, my name is Kieran Andrew James Helbing. I use he, him pronouns. I'm a trans man and co-founder of Trans Joy, a nonprofit based here in Atlanta. Once a year, our community gathers to celebrate the visibility of our trans siblings from all walks of life. For one day, we set down the daily labor of proving we are real. And we make room to just be, to see each other, to share space, and to reflect on the importance of community. At Trans Joy, one of the ways we honor Trans Day of Visibility is through our free annual family-friendly, ally-inclusive celebration. We have face painting, arts and crafts, bubbles, ice cream, live music, dancing, joy, and fellowship. During our event this past Saturday, we had our Joy Jar out, where we asked folks to anonymously tell us about one of their current joys. One note in particular stood out. It said, "When I'm in community with transgender, non-binary, and gender non-conforming people, I feel like anything is possible." Think about that for a moment. With you, my trans siblings, anything is possible. Your presence, your joy, your tenderness, your refusal to be contained, your commitment to living in alignment with your values, your ability to see the world's shared humanity even after this world has tried to repeatedly deny yours. You're not just visible today, you are the very vision of freedom. What do I mean when I say freedom? Media invokes that word repeatedly, like some form of national prayer, so often that it's begun to lose its meaning. We're taught that freedom is choice. Pick your neighborhood, pick your car, pick your restaurant, pick your movie, pick your job, pick your words, and for God's sake, pick a side. Have you noticed that our country's definition appears to be very focused on the freedom to purchase, to consume, the freedom to signal our most personal values through our dollars? As far as I can tell, we're all living in a billionaire-controlled marketplace, masquerading itself as a country of liberation. But real freedom, to be truly free, means so very much more than that. It's the unrestrained ability to become, to be understood, to be fully seen, without being reduced to a single constraining category. A society that can imagine endless products, but only the narrowest ways to be human, is a society that is not truly free. Tell me, my cisgender siblings, that you don't feel this constraint, this oppression too. Your worth defined by your output, your value proven by your productivity, your security tethered to your paycheck, your health tied to employment and access. If any of this sounds familiar, then we already have a lot in common. You're also familiar with the struggle of being human in today's America. You may look at me, at my community, and see nothing but difference. But I look at you, and I see so much of the same. I see you, I know you, and believe it or not, I am you. Trans people did not create these problems. Immigrants did not create these problems. Black and brown communities did not create these problems, and our indigenous siblings did not create these problems. And yet, here we are, day after day, being goaded into blaming one another for harms we did not design, nor did we inflict. That's how power protects itself. It keeps us divided from one another. It keeps us suspicious of each other. It keeps us from seeing that we are irrevocably bound up in one another. So let's call out this strategy so that we can no longer be confined by it. Let's bend our energy, lifting each other up, and let's allow the strength of my community be a blueprint for us all. For building community instead of hierarchy, for choosing care over control, for the will to break free of systems of power that only serve the rich, for existing as your truest, most fulfilled selves. That's my invitation today. On this Trans Day of Visibility, don't just look, see us, meet us, get to know us. And while you do, get to know yourself too. Ask yourself, where have I been taught to shrink myself? Where have I mistaken conformity to safety? How can I make more room for someone else's becoming? And how might I give myself permission to make room for my own? Liberation, my beautiful friends, is not achieved in solitude. It's not the silent work of the self, carried on bare shoulders through struggle alone. It's a shared practice built between us. And when we all fight for trans dignity, we're fighting together for a world where everyone can live more authentically. When we all protect trans lives, together we're practicing the possibility of fuller lives for all people. So today, as we celebrate Trans Day of Visibility, I invite you into something bigger than merely acknowledging the trans community. Join us in building a world where being seen means being met, where difference is not a threat but a gift, and where every person has the space to become who they truly are. To my trans siblings, to my cis siblings, to everyone questioning or in between, every single beautiful one of you are made of stardust and light. The same material I am made of. The same material all of us, your fellow humans, are made of. We're all made of unlimited possibility. We're all capable of becoming, of healing, of choosing one another. And you may never know whose life changes because you show up and be visible as your authentic self. With you, anything is possible for us all.